would take place after Adam's defeat. As everything would go like in canon, we cut to after the show ended. After season 1 at least. Adam perished, their top exorcist, their strongest soldier. And without him, their armies were extremely weakened. And now Serpentis was redeemed. Heaven was in pure panic, as hell had no idea how weak heaven truly was now. As Lute would tell Lilith to deal with it, Lilith had an idea how to fix heaven, and how to make things her vision. Lilith was a visionary, and she wanted everything to go her way. However, her plans were stopped. Now she has a perfect opportunity to merge heaven and hell, just like she planned. As we cut to Lucifer, Lucifer would be in his house, as suddenly he would get a knock on the door. As he opened it, it was Alistair and Sarah. Sarah would say, "I can't believe I'm doing this." As Lucifer would say, "What is this?" Alistair would say, "Serpentis was redeemed," as he would smirk. Sarah would say, "Yes, and with his redemption and heaven weakened, I would hate to tell you this, but our hand has been forced." Lucifer would say, "And why is Alistair here?" Alistair would say, "Because your estranged wife owns my soul." Lucifer would be shocked as he would stand back. "What does she want?" As Alistair would say, "Follow me and everything will be explained." As Lucifer would follow Alistair, and Lucifer would say, "Why can't she come here herself? She didn't want to bring any attention going to hell." As Alistair would bring Lucifer to heaven. As Lucifer would look around, suddenly Lilith would appear. "Hello." As Lilith would look at Lucifer, Lilith would say, "Wow, you have gained an extra pound or two." Lucifer would say, "Ha ha. Why are you here?" Lilith would say, "To fuse heaven to hell." Lucifer would say, "I'll never let that happen. You think I want to spend any second with these guys? Relax, there'll be a giant wall separating us. This way, if a person is redeemed, they'll automatically teleport over. There will be no paperwork or anything like that involved. And the higher-ups could visit each other if you have special clearance." Lucifer would say, "Even so, I still wouldn't want that to happen. No one in hell would." "Maybe not, but you can do it, if with the right convincing." Lucifer would say, "Why would I even want this?" Lilith would say, "You can see your daughter anytime you want. Emily." Lucifer would say, "Emily's not my daughter." Lilith would say, "You don't trust me? See for yourself." Lucifer would try to find Emily to scan her. As in, he met up with her. She would say, "Oh, hi, Lucifer." Lucifer would then scan Emily. As well, he saw it. He could feel it. They were related. As Lucifer would say, As Lucifer would then walk off. As Sarah would come and grab his shoulder. "I took your DNA after you left to make a child." Lucifer would say, "Why? A seraphim can only create another seraphim, and we were low. So I stored it, and when the time was right, and you were gone, I had it." Lucifer would say, "So that's my kid?" "Yes, but she doesn't barely even know you. It's like you don't even exist. Besides, I took your DNA directly, so you have no connection." Lucifer would say, "How dare you? I have as much emotional connection as a father should, as a normal father should, because I am a normal father, no matter how she was made." As then, Lucifer would walk off, as he was shocked by all this. They really want to merge? Lilith must have had serious dirt on Sarah for this to happen. As Lucifer would go down, he always wanted reforms. He was a dreamer. That was his own last name he gave to himself. So, of course, this would be a dream come true. But that was for the old Lucifer. The new one was a recluse that hid any chance he got. Besides, this might shake up everything. Even if only the absolute powerful could visit heaven and vice versa, this would still mean they could mingle, that the upper echelons could see each other, make alliances. This could upset tons of balances of power. But as Lucifer knew he couldn't make this decision alone, this would 100% make redemption possible, but it could upset everything. So Lucifer would have to ask Charlie. As Lucifer would go to the hotel, he would start to knock on the door. As Charlie would open it, she would say hello. As Lucifer would say, "I have news." As he brought Serpentis along with him, he would go, "Hello, Charlie." As Charlie would hug him and say, "Oh my God, Serpentis, he's back, he's back, he's back." As they all start to celebrate, Lucifer would say, "Yeah, but can I speak with you alone, Charlie?" As Charlie and Lucifer would walk out to the balcony, Charlie would say, "What's up, Dad?"
It's just, well, heaven and hell might merge. Charlie would say, what?
Merge? That's just insane. How? Why?
Lucifer would say, well, we wouldn't be living together. You see, we'd be merged in the same reality, but there'll be a wall separating us. But the higher upper class can go back and forth, meaning anyone that is nobility or royalty could visit heaven or hell. As this would change things a lot. Most of the people in both places wouldn't be able to see each other, but the ones that could mingle and get new alliances. But this also means that redemption would be possible. Anytime someone passed away that was redeemed worthy, they would go to heaven. Usually that doesn't happen in hell. No one knows how Sir Princess got redeemed, but this would make it so everyone would have a chance. And, well, the hotel dream would be achieved. Charlie would say, I see. Dad, I think we should do it. Lucifer would say, all right, as he would smile and go to assemble the 7 deadly sins. As that was going on, we cut to Lute. Lute was getting sick of this. She demanded that Lilith fix things. Instead, she blackmailed Sarah to try to form heaven and hell together. This was blasphemy of the highest measurement. After all, what kind of angel would want to mingle with them? Even the upper class. Ew. Lute would grab an angelic spear as she planned to get rid of Lilith. But she had to be quick, she had to be fast, and she had to be stealthy. As Lute would pick up the spear, she would get ready to smite down Lilith. As Lilith laid down in her bed, sleeping, she would sneak up about to strike her down, when suddenly she would fall to the floor. As gravity increased, Lilith would stand up and laugh. Your sneak skills needs work. True, I can't hear you, but my magic can still detect you. Pathetic. As Lilith would say, you know, you're lucky I still have
for you, Lilith would say, as she would begin to giggle. As then Lute would say, what are you talking about? Oh, Lute, you thought you used me? I used you to get up here. It was all part of my plan to finally change things for the better, to bring us together. But I had to pull a few strings. As Lute would start to cuss and scream, she would try to get up, but can't. As the days would pass, as finally it would happen, as hell and heaven would merge into one. Giant shockwaves were heard as they both fused together. As then a meeting would occur between all the upper echelons of hell and the upper echelons of heaven. As Lucifer, Beelzebub, and Asmodeus would all walk together, Asmodeus would say, well, I can't believe we're a part of heaven now. I know, right? I wonder if they have any sick parties. Beelzebub would say, as Lucifer would say, now, we'll all see. As they would go into heaven for a visit, as Lucifer would meet Emily. As everyone was talking and mingling, Lucifer would say, Emily, I have news. As Emily and Lucifer would sit down, Lucifer would say, I am your father. Emily would then stare at Lucifer completely shocked. This couldn't be true. It can't be true. As Emily would say, no, this can't be true. How is that possible? As Lucifer would say, it simply is true. As he would tell her the story about with Sarah, as Emily would have a hard time believing him, but eventually she would come around and hug him. I had no idea. What does this mean? This means we have a lot of catching up to do. As Lucifer and Emily would stand up, they would then go out and play a ball. As everyone was having fun, it seemed like heaven and hell could mix well. However, the factions were already planning against each other. As demons and angels were mingling, they were already forming alliances. As the angels and demons mixed together, a new hell and a new heaven was born, with a new culture, new ideas. As these ideas began to spread, the lower class wouldn't be able to mingle with the lower class of heaven. However, the upper echelons would have more power than ever. But wars and conflicts would begin to go against each other. Not full-on directly, but silent wars, cold wars, and things like that. How will that affect things? Well, only time will tell. And that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did. It kind of took a while for me to get to the merging, but I did have a lot of plot points, and this will be a great time for a part 2, you know. Most of my what-ifs are most of it's the build-up than the actual it happening. Because, well, when it happens, only a little thing is an ad, so yeah. Besides, I always think the build-up is very interesting.
A lot of times, building up a story is more interesting than the actual story. Like all the lore, all the build up, waiting for it to happen. At least that is for me, because I'm a massive nerd. So anyway, how are you all doing? I'm doing good. I hope you are doing well. I just want to say I love you all so much. Today has been a good day. I've been out with family, been working on this channel, been working on my gaming channel. Everything's been doing quite well. My main goal here is to have another channel monetized, to have a job, and have 2 channels monetized. Even if those 2 channels don't make a lot of money, I feel like that could really help me out in the long run. So yeah, that is my goal. So if you want, go subscribe to my gaming channel. If not, no big deal. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. And I don't know if you like Bethesda games, because that's pretty much all I play. I do like challenge videos. Been thinking about getting into Halo and other stuff, but I don't really know. Too bad there's no has-been games. If there was has-been games, there probably are, but they're probably not appropriate, if you know what I mean. Maybe I can find one on Steam. Maybe I can play one of those or 2. Would you all want to see that? Let me know, I'm always open to suggestions, but yeah. Hope you all had a good day. I know I did. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. And I just want to say that I think things are going well. There's been some bumps here and there, but I think I'm finally figuring out who I am in life. I mean, no one really knows who they are, and you change every day. Every time you learn something new, every time you change your mind about something, you slowly change. I mean, look at yourself 8 years ago. You were obviously not the same person. But I think I'm figuring out who I want to become. And it's not as scary. Let me know who you want to become in the comments below. Let me know, what is your dream career or whatever. I would love to see that. Peace out.